The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins. And the Bruins will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got the back in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Seminoles will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the UCLA Bruins offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Makes the grab. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quarterback making adjustments. He wants to throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Suarez. And he cruises his way to the
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Savage. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he's got wheels! And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Noles will hustle to the line.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this.
Brings it to the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Release to the back. This time he's got it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got his man. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and it's just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in their recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Quick release by the QB. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Gibson. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Seminoles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Lindsey. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Cox. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The offense changing the play. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Gonna look downfield again. Pulls it in. It's Pierre. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Bruins will have it 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Unleashes to the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, UCLA. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Alabama. Sunbelt Funbelt.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play action fake. Catch in the middle. It's Gibson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Knowles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He's got him. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. To the air on first down. A strike downfield. Touchdown Seminoles. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it
turns on the Jets. The 20. Touchdown Bruins. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch, and they finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And that is what is so dangerous about this quarterback. Not only can he hurt you with his arm, but man, he can hurt you with his legs. And he shows you the speed on that play. Wow.
Finds the tight end. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a...
And he's slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida State.
The quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ramsauer. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ramsauer. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Suarez. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. The short hands, it's Williams. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Corner's going to give them room. Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Knowles have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They get to the line quickly. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. They'll try to take it back. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they've taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. That's caught. It's Cox. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Suarez. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Clemson has the lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Might be changing the route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the air. It's Lindsey. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Savage. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
And And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Now the play fake. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Yeah, and in 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass it. The defense did a really good job playing the pass, and 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Lindsey. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Looking down the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quick release on the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Run the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Anderson. On the move at the 30. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone, right at the 20. Leaves it with the back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the foot...
Touchdown, no! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. 1st half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got a man, it's Pierre. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a stake.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. Got a man in the middle. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Suarez. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And the Seminoles want to move quickly. They'll go right back to him. Running to Green. Oh, he got loose. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Defense not showing press coverage. Unloads quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Off play action. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got... point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pierre. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Now from inside the red zone. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, UCLA! A great catch and run for 6. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. RPO complete to open the drive. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice game.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Puts it out of the air.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Finds a tight end down the gut. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Noles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. He wants it all. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense back on top of it. That's going to be a safety, but trust me, that could have been much, much worse. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up there.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Makes the grab down the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in cover.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.